It started with a package I never ordered. No name, no address, just a small cardboard box. Sitting on my doorstep in the freezing November rain, I should have left it there. I should have burned it. But curiosity is a dangerous thing. My name is Daniel Moore. I live alone in a small apartment on the edge of town. I work nights as a security guard, so I'm used to strange things. But nothing prepared me for this. When I brought the package inside, the box felt warm. Not from the rain, not from the air. It was like something inside was breathing. I opened it slowly. Inside was a doll. It wasn't like any doll I'd seen before. It had a wide, sharp-toothed grin, oversized, glassy red eyes, and long, pointed ears. Its fur, you could call it, that was matted, with a faint smell of iron. And yet, there was something almost playful about its face. Tied to its arm was a small, crumpled note. In tiny, jagged handwriting it read, "Labubu will be your friend forever." First strange event slow, unsettling music creeps in. At first, I thought it was just a weird gift from someone playing a prank. I placed it on the shelf in my living room and forgot about it. That night, after work, I came home at 3:15 a.m. The apartment was silent. But as I closed the door, I heard something fall in the living room. When I walked in, the doll was on the floor. It was facing the doorway, facing me. I laughed nervously, picked it up, and set it back on the shelf. Maybe the vibrations from the door made it fall? Yeah, that had to be it. 2 nights later, I woke up at 4:07 a.m. There was a sound in my bedroom, soft, deliberate tapping. Like tiny fingers drumming against wood. I turned on the lamp. The doll was sitting on my nightstand. I didn't move it there. The next morning, I decided to lock it inside a drawer. I shoved it into the bottom one in my desk and went to work. When I got back home, the drawer was open. The doll was back on the shelf, and this time its grin looked wider. I told myself I was just tired. My job messed with my sleep schedule. But the truth was, I could feel it watching me now. Even when I turned away, its eyes seemed to burn into the back of my neck. A week after the package arrived, I started hearing whispers, faint, childlike giggles, echoing from the walls. Sometimes they called my name. Sometimes they laughed when I tried to sleep. I kept trying to convince myself it was in my head, until one night I saw it move. I was half asleep, lying on the couch, when I heard the sound of fabric dragging across the floor. I opened my eyes just enough to see Labubu. It was standing at the foot of the couch, its head tilted unnaturally far to the side, its grin stretching too wide for its face. It took one slow step toward me. I froze. I didn't breathe. I just shut my eyes and prayed it would go away. When I opened them, it was gone, but my blanket was missing. The next morning, I found the blanket in the bathroom sink, soaking wet, and on the mirror, written in dripping red letters, "Friends forever." After that night, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I knew something was wrong with the doll, something that went beyond explanation. I tried throwing it away. I wrapped it in a plastic bag, sealed it with tape, and dumped it in the dumpster behind my building. That night, I slept for the first time in days. No whispers, no tapping, no giggles. But when I woke up the next morning, it was sitting on my kitchen table, dry, clean, and smiling. I started locking my bedroom door at night. I kept the lights on, even placed a knife under my pillow. But the nightmares got worse. I'd dream of waking up to find Labubu on my chest, its tiny hands pressed against my throat. Its glassy red eyes would stare into mine, and then, everything would go black. Every time I woke from that dream, I felt like my neck was sore, like something had been holding me down. One evening, as I sat in the living room trying to stay awake, the phone rang. When I answered, there was only silence. And then, a child's voice whispered, "Why did you throw me away, Daniel?" I slammed the phone down, but it rang again instantly. Same whisper, same voice, friends forever. I unplugged the phone. I searched online for the doll. After hours of digging through strange collector forums, I found one old post. Labubu is not a toy. It's a vessel. Once it finds you, it never lets go. Destroying it will only make it angry. Your only hope is to pass it to someone else, but never to someone you love. My stomach turned. Was someone trying to pass it to me? Who would do that? I thought about leaving it somewhere far away, but something inside me seemed deep. Gnawing fear told me that no matter where I left it, it would come back. Over the next few days, my apartment changed. Shadows seemed darker. The air felt heavy, like the whole place was breathing. I'd hear faint scratching inside the walls at night. And Labubu, it moved more often now. I'd leave it in the living room and find it in the bathroom. I'd lock it in a box and wake up to see it sitting on my bed. Sometimes I'd see it twitch. One night, I woke up to the sound of humming. A soft, tuneless melody was coming from my closet. I got out of bed slowly, every part of me screaming not to open the door, but I did. Inside was the doll, but it wasn't alone. Behind it, in the darkness, I saw shapes. Small, hunched shapes. Dozens of them, each with the same sharp grin, the same red eyes, and they were all looking at me. I slammed the door shut, grabbed my keys, and ran out of the apartment barefoot. I didn't stop until I was halfway across town. I never went back. I moved to a new city, changed my number, and told no one where I went. It's been 3 months. I thought maybe I escaped it. Maybe it couldn't find me here. But last night, I heard a knock at my door. When I opened it, there was no one there. Only a small cardboard box. It was warm to the touch. And inside was Labubu.